What's up, everybody? Marley Cross 316 back with another comic book flashback. We are looking at The Amazing Spider-Man issue number 69. This issue came out in February of 1969. And we are continuing the story today with the Kingpin and Spider-Man fighting here. We recall how the Kingpin had stolen a very valuable stone clay tablet here. And this clay tablet is as old as the Dead Sea Scrolls, and they hold valuable secrets. And so now Spider-Man is on the trail for the Kingpin. The Kingpin got a hold of that stolen tablet. It was at the ESU campus. So now we're continuing the story today. Today's title is Mission Crush the Kingpin. And so that is exactly what we're going to see if this is going to happen. Spider-Man, is he going to be able to crush the Kingpin, or is it going to be the other way around? As always, this is brought to you by Stan the Man Lee, who wrote this issue. We have John Ring-a-Ding Ramita doing the storyboards, Jim Mad Moon Mooney doing the illustrations, and Sam Sleepy Rosen doing the lettering page. And so now let's go ahead and continue the story. Don't click away because we have an exciting story for you today. And so let's go ahead now with Spider-Man on the trail, as I was saying, and he's looking for Kingpin. Kingpin got away in his getaway car, and now Spider-Man is using his spider sense to be able to locate where the Kingpin is at. And just to summarize what's been going on, like I said, Randy Robertson as well has been arrested by the police, as well as a couple of his friends. They were on the ESU campus and they were protesting, but they were falsely included into the Kingpin scenario here. And so the police think that Randy Robertson, who is the son of Joe Robertson, was in line with the Kingpin. And so now we got to worry about that as well. And we see here that the Kingpin has made it back to his hideaway here. He has safely gotten the tablet here. And he is just so excited. And he doesn't really even care about Spider-Man, whether he's going to show up or not. And he wants Spider-Man to come. And everybody around him is worried that Spider-Man is going to find them. But again, he is not scared. The only thing he is concerned about is keeping that clay tablet safe. One person mentions his wife, and out of the blue, and this guy gets, a butt whooping by Kingpin here, because Kingpin, there's one thing you don't do, and that is you do not mention Kingpin's wife. And so that dude definitely got a beating by the Kingpin. He was lucky to stay alive from that beating. So the Kingpin now, he's going to store the clay tablet in a safe spot that only he can access, as he uses his raw strength here to use this vault. This vault will enclose the tablet, and so you have to have super strength in order to open this vault. So now let's get back to Randy Robertson and all his friends. They've been arrested and they're in an interrogation room. We also see that Joe Robertson is in the room, and he is upset with his son. He didn't want his son to be getting involved with this. We learned from last issue that these students are protesting and that they wanted the exhibition hall to be converted into a low-rent dorm for needy students, but the dean wouldn't listen to them. And so that's why they were protesting. But upon protesting, then the whole scenario happened last issue with the Kingpin getting involved. And now the police are suspecting, were these teens actually involved? And so a lot of just great storytelling here by Stan the Man Lee. And so then we see that there's also protesting outside of the police headquarters here. And one of the people that is involved in this protest is Gwen Stacy. And then when she's noticed amongst the crowd, this guy here says, "Hey, where's your chicken boyfriend, lady?" And Gwen Stacy does not like that. She slaps this guy right here for making fun of her boyfriend, who is Peter Parker. And then she walks into the police headquarters, talks with her dad, and we see here that Gwen Stacy is trying to, act tough, but she still has her doubts about Peter Parker. Is he really weak? Is he a chicken? So that's one thing that we'll hope to look at next issue. Now, let's return to Spider-Man here. He has finally found the location of Kingpin and his henchmen here. Kingpin is sitting in his chair here, just calmly waiting. Everybody's starting to grab their guns. And here we go. We got a shootout here going on with Spider-Man and these goons. Kingpin saying, "Hold your fire, hold your fire." And all of a sudden, as they're blasting him, they think that they've gotten Spider-Man here, but it was actually a webbed up dummy of Spider-Man. And here comes the real Spider-Man here. He has taken off his shirt here because he used that web dummy to use as an obstacle here, as a distraction to throw Kingpin's men off balance here. He takes down Kingpin's men easily, and here comes one of the greatest battles I've observed between Spider-Man and Kingpin here. I mean, one page after another of nothing but pure, just awesome action here. I can't say enough. Kingpin throws Spider-Man into his own webbing here, so that causes Spider-Man to get a little unbalanced. And then Spider-Man's only left to do here is to dodge the blows from Kingpin here. So Kingpin here is on the offensive while Spider-Man is on the defensive here. And we see here that Spider-Man is still holding up himself against Kingpin. He puts on his shirt. Kingpin, again, is just going full-on rage mode here, just trying his best to take out Spider-Man. And we see Spider-Man again dodges another one of Kingpin's blows. Spider-Man causes Kingpin's head to smash into the ground, but it's all full of muscle. This guy is full of muscle. It's not fat. And then all of a sudden, we see that Kingpin grabs a hold of Spider-Man's wrist. And I mean, Spider-Man, even with his strength, is not able to succumb the mere amount of strength that Kingpin has. And he's about to crush Spider-Man's wrist. So Spider-Man just acts like he's going to just faint here. So Kingpin here thinks that he has finally triumphed and he's victorious. But then Spider-Man was actually playing possum here. We see that Wilson here alerts the Kingpin, and it takes Kingpin off balance here. We see that Spider-Man's holding his wrist. He's trying to let the blood circulate, and then we see Kingpin take Spider-Man off guard, kicks him, and then he's going to try to use his cane pistol here to shoot Spider-Man. Spider-Man at the perfect timing here, as we see Spider-Man webs up the nozzle here of Kingpin's cane. It blows up right in front of Kingpin, causes Kingpin to fall to the ground. We see that Wilson here is now escaping here. He's trying to go retrieve the clay tablet. So Spider-Man is now going to follow Wilson. We see that the police has finally arrived on the scene. They take Kingpin hostage. But one thing we see here is that Kingpin tells the police that Spider-Man is in league with him and that Spider-Man is going to break Kingpin out of prison. So that's not good. So now the police think that Spider-Man's involved with the Kingpin. And now we're going to see here where we see that Wilson has shown Spider-Man where the clay tablet is at. He webs up Wilson, and Spider-Man uses his own super strength to open the vault, retrieves the clay tablet, and now Spider-Man notices that the police are here, so he's going to give the police the clay tablet, but all of a sudden the police start firing at Spider-Man. Spider-Man is like, why are they firing at me? I'm trying to give them the clay tablet, the stolen clay tablet. And so Spider-Man here, in a fit of rage, has just said, you know what, I have had it. I'm through being a public fall guy. From now on, it's Spidey against the world. If they call me a menace and then treat me like a menace, I might as well be a menace. So has Spider-Man finally delved into crime here? Is he finally going to decide to go into a life of crime? What's going to happen next issue, y'all? I mean, I'm taken aback by this. We're going to, leave off on a cliffhanger here. So next issue, we're going to see a point of no return as we look at issue number 70. I hope to see you there. And until next time, keep reading comics.